everyone. Alright, so we are back with Tell Me Why. We're going to investigate the loft in this episode. So yeah, let's get right back into it, because there's so much happening that I honestly just don't want to wait. So right now Allison's in the loft while Tyler is down underneath.
Here, found a switch.
Holy shit.
I can see why that would scare someone.
Well, that shaved a few years off my life.
God, it's so pretty from
Whoa.
an art aspect of it.
It's
Her story.
Look, she left us something.
It's got a combination
I
lock
don't remember
with
what
letters.
the password is, otherwise I would just
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
most likely.
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's start here.
Sounds like a plan to me. Starting with the one that you're at is not the plan.
Recognize this?
Yeah. It's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
Of course. Who is it? Mr.
Well, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Like, the differences between the two mean something.
Okay, spot the differences.
That's different.
It moves. Oh. Some of these parts are buttons. Why do you think she added that castle in the back? The princess is running away from the Mad Hunter.
Who was sent by the Gold Lady, according to the story.
Do you think the Mad Hunter still has two hands here?
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Both flowers are there. There's twinkles. That's not there. The goblins also. There's also not that tree right there.
Which either makes it before most of the... No goblins.
Yeah. In the original.
That's it. Whoa.
What's in there?
Pictures, letter. I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Mary Ann.
And a good one, too.
Oh, poor thing.
Birdie,
Why would
Polly,
she
I'll
keep an
miss you
old drawing of
forever.
a pet in
That's
here?
cute. Probably sad.
The
but
Gold
cute.
Lady. That was definitely her mom.
So, did Mary Ann grow up kind of...
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her that young.
I think that's her mom in the background.
An artsy environmentalist.
Probably are.
Yep, that sounds like Mary Ann's exact kind of catnip. An artsy environmentalist.
That one.
Did you know she studied engineering?
No.
University of
It looks like she
California,
changed her major to visual arts.
Student name.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
It's not very wrinkled, buddy. Marianne, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit like it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized that I'm not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all this on our own, but without your mom constantly putting pressure on us, these things could have been different. But the damage is done, and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person, and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better off apart than. There I go again, cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are, blah, blah, blah.
Could this guy have been any more cryptic?
Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next.
DS one. Alright.
There's the Gold Lady again.
Okay,
She's
so that's probably
all over the
symbolizing
board.
from
There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
She had a bird.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the Gold Lady.
All these pictures.
Did
They look like images from Marianne's life before.
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is the wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
He was a painter.
What's the gold lady do? Is that it?
It's opening.
Nice.
What's in there this time?
So that's the cabin.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy. Is that Carol?
Yeah, and Sam.
So young.
Look at him. He's so young and happy.
Sevenberry Park, Kodiak Island, Eco Village Arts Workshop.
Salmonberry Park.
There's a bunch of different
Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that.
Her father.
Marianne, I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I will have to send it to your aunt. Hope for the best. I am writing to let you know that your mother passed away last week. We just had our funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day, friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Heidi brought in a beautiful photo album full of our holiday pictures, and Connor, you're there in all of them, but you weren't here today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years and can only hope you made it to Alaska or wherever you are and that you and your child are both safe. Your mother had been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock. After dropping out of college and without a penny to your name, she only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Marianne. A mother's duty doesn't end when her child leaves home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you will begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. Dad, oh fuck. She was not in a
What the hell?
relationship.
Marianne was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us. Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging. This just lit up, so I think we're supposed to try.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
So it looks like... I really wish I would have had time to record this sooner because I don't remember the answers to these. Okay, so it looks like it might be the different things that she went through. So it starts with her living in a castle.
That's the gold lady's castle.
Rich. Then she met people at the same.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers. Some sort of clock?
She got the house.
This is the princess's house.
And then to celebrate, she had a dinner.
This looks
party
like a
with
dinner
all her
party with the old bear and the very old beaver.
Yes.
Yes.
What's in there? Another letter?
The princess's loss. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well,
A
sure looks like it
princess's
could be.
loss. Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods into that house and nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red welts on her skin, but through it all she clutched the tiara close to her chest. Happened. No, let me read that. And left but through it all she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot in its big wooden house, a pillow near the window where sun would catch on its surface and shine and wink. The princess could stare at it for hours at the time, marveling in its beauty and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure it shone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she'd pluck it back up, place it upon her head, and walk into the woods feeling somehow more complete. Because what, after all, was a princess without her crown? Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way, she would pause, glance back, and be sure it was still there. She hated being separated from it, but she knew it was safe on the pillow. Okay, I'm assuming the tiara is symbolistic for the child. Oh god, there's more. One night, the princess woke to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the windows in their panes. Fearing a gust might burst open the window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it from its pillow, brought it to bed with her. All through the night she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed and the princess relaxed. That day, the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way out to make sure it was still there. In the morning, she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room, the tiara laid upon the ground, broken, dull, and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign that anything at all could have gone amiss. Only the broken tiara, mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms with a guttural cry, but though she tried to fix it, to polish it, it was gone beyond repair with no shine left. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the next night, sitting in the same spot on the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose, she looked outside, and her gaze fixed on a sapling. She remembered how this sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgivable earth. Without a word, she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling, and as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone. With it, the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a wan woman alone deep in the ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. Oh god, that was a lot.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
God, it makes sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And she ran away to start a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing, where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind, built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helps her move on. But when it looked like we were gonna be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either, but all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. But we still haven't seen what's in that chest. Okay, so how do we open it?
The princess lost her most precious treasure. That's why it all happened.
I still can't wrap my head around it.
Here, the secret keeper, hiding secrets in the clouds.
I have no idea.
Gold
if
Lady
this
stays
stuff
locked up
is
in her
box
castle.
or not.
The old bear's gotta be in his ice cave. Back in your pond, Big Frog. We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back. The Ice King goes in the forest, obviously. There you go, stalwart moose.
There's more on this side. Oh wait, do I have them all?
The very old beaver definitely goes in her den.
Did
The
I
moon
actually
hag's gotta
pull
be
them?
imprisoned in her lake. The mad hunter, always on the princess's trail.
I think I did it.
The wise princess goes in the big wooden house, of course. Crafty goblins go here. That's the pious pelican spot.
Makes everything's in its spot. Alright, so the box has colors on it. The letters have color in it. Blue is no, it's not blue. Red L, yellow O, orange E.
All right, should be easy enough.
Orange E. Yeah, right. This is what I said. Oh, okay.
Yes.
The tiara broke.
Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
Ollie. She noticed.
Dear Allison and Ollie, we write stories to understand and be
I was her
understood,
son.
but what good is stories without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
That with babies buried.
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why.
You guys were children at the time, so she probably wanted to wait till you guys were.
Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. And there's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes. Come on, let's go to the dock. It's time to finish this.
But these boards.
The very old beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
Okay, so
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story.
which one is this? Old bear paw. The big bear's big paws. The bear and the princess. Are there pictures? No. Okay. Blah blah shows he found one near doing screaming for help. You can come down. How do I know you didn't save me so you could eat me? I promise I won't. So we occasionally find gifts from the bear: a fresh caught salmon, a handful of ripe berries, and bluebell. Alright, so salmon, berries, bluebell.
What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
Salmon.
Fresh caught salmon? Some roses, maybe?
No.
Maybe not. A newly bloomed bluebell?
Bluebell. Where are the berries?
Some honey? Actually, I'm not sure. A handful of ripe berries?
Yes. Ooh.
Nice. Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably came on kind of strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You are strong and kind, and you know so much. It's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head, but I want you to know I got the message, and I'm gonna get out of your hair now, and that doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass this, and we can pass in the streets and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come on with you, because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal. Sam. Damn, what did Sam do to her?
The Very Old Beaver's repair list.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it?
So, beaver. Let's see here. Violent storm shook the house. So shook the shingles off the roof, plank off a wall, so roof wall, beam. So she fixed the first two things she could fix, but the last concerned her. What will I do? So she was able. Okay, so the first two
Again?
things she could fix. She fixed the shingles.
She fixed the roof shingles. She fixed the planks that were blown off the walls.
And then bear came by to see her. Stop. Let me bent the post. Okay, so here the bear helped with the post.
She slapped the post with her. All right.
More letters.
Damn. That must have been rough on
Marianne,
Eddie.
you cover
Yeah,
your ears every
he,
time I try to have this
he
conversation
doesn't really
with you,
like
so
to
I
talk
thought
about
I'd
her.
have a better chance doing this than a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me for these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have two small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this season, hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know his pain. I would be in so much more peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and peace you brought to my life. Give those kids a kiss for me, will you? Carol, that must be Eddie's mom.
The crafty goblin's good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest to pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Good deeds. Good deed. Good deed. Good deed. Good deed. Good deed. Good deed. Big frog was punished. Which story is it?
They broke open the beehive for the bear. They helped fix the beaver dam. They had to give nuts to the muskrat. They removed a thorn from the frog's back. They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back.
Hug, I guess.
They hugged the princess when she was crying.
Alright, I guess not.
Or not. They broke open the beehive for the bear. Maybe not. They hugged the princess when she was crying.
Alright. Let me see here. So goblins in the ice cave. I'm so confused. Okay.
Maybe not. Actually, I'm not sure.
See anything
Or not.
thorn?
Nailed it. Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican. Come on. The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the O'Shea Glacier, catering to the Gastineau channel. Tourists as well as Delos Crossing locals. We specialize in an assortment of high-quality products from home accessories, handmade souvenirs, personalized apparel, and locally made art. The Pelican Crossing will be the first store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and crafts scene and customers. In addition to a wide array of novelty handcrafted products, the consumer will enjoy friendly and knowledgeable customer service from the Vecchi store co-owner Tessa and up-and-coming artist Marianne Ronan. The business plan is prepared to obtain financing in the amount of $20,000 to purchase inventory and help cover expenses in the first year of operations. In year 1, the Pelican Crossing plans to break even, and in year 2, we plan to generate moderate profit. Working on an executive summary part of our business plan. What do you think, Tessa? Damn, they used to be such good friends. I think I have one more over here.
The crafty goblin's loot.
That's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
Crafty goblins and the thieves. Hold on. Princess makes new friends. Which one is it? Throne earns the right to speak. Princess and the Two Thieves. Okay, so house was built for the forest. She never spoke, made her cry. What did they steal? Today, only a few. Princess realized that food was disappearing from her house. It was not much at first, only a few fruits and nuts and eggs. Maybe birds or the mice after some food for the winter play. For the winter was long and little creatures needed to eat too, but then small items started disappearing. Spoons, plates, forks, knives, blankets. I think I have a thief. Okay, so
All right, Picasso. And you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
What if they took some spoons?
fruit,
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit?
egg,
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs. That's it.
drawing.
I always wondered where that drawing went.
You are
She
the
said it
best
was her
drawing
favorite, and then
the
one day it
prettiest
just
princess.
disappeared.
That's cute. She kept it nice and. Is that all the puzzles? I believe so.
I wish she just explained all this to us.
So that looks like it might be all the puzzles that are here.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too.
Where are you going? How'd you get over there so fast? You sure you want to go down?
What are we waiting for? I want to know who was here that night.
Alright.
Let's try and remember who Marianne was arguing with.
If you say so. Let me just check on something. Alright, before we figure this out, I hate to do this to you guys, but let me see if I can rearrange a few things. Hold on. Hold on. I should get off, but I don't want to. Milo's being a sleepy man. You know, I'm just. Never mind, we're just gonna keep going.
Almost.
What the fuck is that, Tom?
Tom? Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course, it had to be him.
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. It's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Allison. We need to talk. We know it was you.
Watch him already be there just staring at us. God, that's why Tessa doesn't want to talk about anything, isn't it? God. I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that coming.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. Man, I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
You stay your distance, we'll stay ours.
Kids, listen.
You're our father.
listen, that's not the best way to approach this. I guess it is.
Yes.
You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You mean all the money she wanted? We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Well, maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment. But she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything.
She's scared.
Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was gonna blow up in my face. I had to do something.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made, one way or another.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. This'd kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything. Oh, Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
Not necessarily.
And you just couldn't risk being there when it happened. Even though it meant leaving her to raise kids out here all by herself. None of this would have happened if you'd manned the fuck up!
I didn't have a choice. I know it shouldn't have happened. But, well, your mother was a very pretty woman.
Oh my god, here we go.
And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would have. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign. Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night, I came out here because I was worried about your mother.
they do it? They made me do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? This is his fault. This is his fault. Hunter.
Wait,
no! Stop! Honey, wait, no, please, please, Mom, Mom, please, don't do this.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
was self-defense because she thought that their mom was gonna shoot Tyler. Either way, it was still self-defense.
No! No way! You're a fucking liar!
I saw what I saw.
Ugh! You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her!
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but cleared, but you'll be a killer. What will your uncle say? And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
Don't touch her.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please, think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
Well, yeah, listen, come back. Regardless of whose story is real, it's still
Allie.
self-defense.
You okay?
Allison.
You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you?
Allison's seen something different than Tyler.
Did you?
Tyler and Allison
What if he's
both
right?
seen something different than fucking
I've
Tom.
been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said.
The autopsy
And now,
said
when I
that
try
he
to remember,
drowned.
that's all
It
I can
didn't
see.
say anything about.
He's trying to mess
I
with
don't
your
remember
head,
the autopsy
and you're letting it
saying
work.
Anything about
No, it's more than that.
that is taboo.
Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it, okay?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Fully
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! No, don't do this. Mom, no. Allison. This isn't what...
Tom was lying. Marianne couldn't face being separated from her kids again. And the only way to make sure that never happened was for all of us to go together. I know it in my heart. I saved you. I saved us.
I know. You did the right thing. You wanna go back inside?
Yeah.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well, or just gone bad? Cheers, I guess.
I can't believe Tom thought we'd buy that story. And that I almost did.
Yeah, I still can't.
Okay. Before we get into any more drama, I have things I need to do, so we are going to leave this one here. I don't think I can handle very much more of this right this second. Remember to stay hydrated. Don't let people corrupt your memories, I guess. Fuck. Alright, yeah, so that's gonna do it for this one. I will see you guys later.